Chris Haynes said the Heat think they're going to get Damian Lillard, but they thought they were going to get Donovan Mitchell and Bradley Beal. And at this point, I kind of just feel like Pat Riley and the Heat have missed too many opportunities, and they're banking on Dame requesting a trade. He could. It's possible. But we've seen for years now the back and forth of him trying to gain leverage, trying to force Portland to go in the direction of win now mode, because he really doesn't want to leave. If he wanted to leave, he would have done it in 2021 when he was so close and Chris Haynes was reporting, get ready, Dame is preparing to request a trade. And guess what? He never did. And then in 2022, they lose a million games and get Shaedon Sharpe. I think in this stage of his career, as he's fielding draft workouts with the Blazers, he's ready to ride it home. He's going to be Mr. Blazer. And if that is the end game, the likely end game here for the Miami Heat, it's a damn shame. Because if they had gotten a Donovan Mitchell for Tyler Hero and picks or a Bradley Beal, I truly think they would have had the last piece missing to the puzzle. But now it feels like they're going to next season with the hopes that they can repeat the magic they just pulled off in the playoffs.
Yeah, obviously I come from a different coin than you. I think this is a different scenario with Damian Lillard again. You brought up the last 2 years with Dame. So yeah, the first year he gave the Portland Trailblazers their shot to see what was going to happen. Then the next year, like you said, they lose a bunch of games and they get Shaedon Sharpe. This is the first time Damian Lillard has spoke out publicly about saying if Portland isn't going in the way of championships, I don't want to be a part of that. So I can only take a man at his word, and I'm taking him at his word. That's what he said. I'm going to believe him for right now. And I think the best, and he even said literally like a couple weeks ago, a month ago, if I were to leave, one of the destinations would be Miami, especially if they don't win the championship. They don't win the championship. I'm just going off of what the man has said publicly. No
this
report.
Is like what I said to my friends in middle school. I was thinking about asking a girl out, but I never did. It's like, I think she's kind of cute. I might do it, but I never did. That's what the Miami Heat are, or that's what Damian Lillard is in this scenario. I think I might do it. I think the possibility of playing Jimmy Butler is a really cute idea. I'd really like to do that, but I'm not going to. I wouldn't ever do that. That is what it feels like to me. Am I wrong?
It could. Again, I'm just taking him at his word. If it ends up being the case that he does not go and Miami gets slighted again or whatever the case may be, I'm going to come on this show and I'm going to be very heated. And I'm going to probably call Damian Lillard out.
Well, I think you should be heated right now.
No. I'm going to probably question his want to win. But we'll cross that bridge when if it comes. If it doesn't come, that's all I'm saying. I'm only taking the man at his word.
Bren, this is years of taking him at his word. At what point are you just gonna say, "Look,
I was never calling. I've never called for Damian Lillard to Miami though. This is the first time I've called for him. The last 2 years, I've been calling for Donovan Mitchell because his name was out there in the trade talks. That's what I was calling for.
I think I've got the clip, Brandon, of you saying if you want to compete for playing appearances, Damian Lillard, fine by me. Yeah, go ahead.
100%. That's what you said. 100%, because the whatever the quote was that you gave me at that point. But again, a whole year has changed, and a lot can change in a whole year. I'm again once just taking him at his word. If the deal doesn't go down, I'll be the first one on this show to publicly get heated with Damian Lillard and his choices. Now it's his choices and he can make his choices, but I'm just saying, I thought we get into sports to win. That's what I thought.
Is loyalty in sports becoming overrated? We talk all the time about franchises betraying stars, but then you give that star a no trade clause and he betrays that franchise. Bradley Beal, let's be honest, he grabbed the Wizards by the stranglehold and said, okay, you want to trade me? Well, guess what you're getting? Zip. Nada. Not a single asset for me. I'm actually going to put you in an even worse position by getting off of my contract that I was able to negotiate last offseason at a humongous price tag of $250 million. Have we overrated loyalty? Because now when you give the star the power, like James Harden or a LeBron James back in 2014 leaving the Heat for Cleveland without telling Dwayne Wade, another example comes this offseason with the first move in the mall.
No, because I don't want it to go. I want there to be a perfect balance, and I know that's kind of an impossibility in the real world. But that's what I'd want in sports is where the team has their power and the players have their power, and it's on an even scale. Right now, we look at the NFL; the teams basically carry 70% of the power. The players are starting to gain a little bit of that power back, not back, but starting to gain that a little bit more power. But the owners still run shit, for lack of a better term. In basketball, it's the players. The players kind of run everything. I would like a little bit more of a balance.